changes. First of all, my hair, it's shorter and it also has blue in it. How come every time I leave YouTube for like a month or more, something always happens to my hair? I don't know if you can see the blue in it, but it's got blue and I like it. Anyway, it's also 2022. It is no longer 2021, which is mind-blowing. Last year went by so fast. But with the new year, I made some changes to my channel theme, I suppose. I changed my profile picture, I changed my channel banner, I changed my intro. You didn't notice. If you didn't notice, then I don't know how. Changes have been made. I like the changes. I also hope you like the changes. I'm just excited for 2022. I have lots planned and I'm so excited. I'm also excited for today's video because I'm doing another Create This Book episode. I'm actually really happy with the pages that I did today. They're really cute. So let's just get right into it. Here is the book, and opening to the first page of this episode, it says to create a shared drawing. Start a drawing on this page, have a friend finish it. So I got out another piece of paper to start sketching out my half of the page. Me being me and loving geometric shapes, I drew geometric shapes. I sort of just threw them on the left side of the page, then added 2 squiggly lines which I outlined with a pretty much dead fine liner. Guess I gotta go get me another one of those. I don't even use it that much. Why are you dead? Then I proceeded to outline the rest of the shapes with my favorite fine liner, which is a 0.8, which is pretty thick. I don't know what it is, but I love thick outlines in line art. It's just so thick. I don't know. After I finished the line art, I took an eraser and erased the pencil lines underneath. Then I brought out my beautiful collection of colored pencils and started coloring in my shapes. I don't have a problem using colored pencils, but it isn't my favorite medium to work with. Number 1, ouch. The pain using colored pencils gives you in your hand is just not the greatest feeling in the world. And even then, the colored pencil isn't as smooth as I would like it to be. And then the shavings from the coloring and the sharpening are just so annoying. Somewhere over the rainbow, I lost or threw away my pencil sharpeners because either they were broken or I was just like, I don't need this, I have one already. No you don't. So that poor yellow goldish color I was using was so dull that I could barely color with it. So now I have to go buy a new freaking pencil sharpener because I have none. When I deep cleaned my room a month ago, I found one and was like, oh, I need to keep this, and now I have no idea where it is. Why didn't I put it in my pencil case like a smart person? So I colored this entire page without a pencil sharpener. Knowing this fact, I chose colors that already had a sharp tip, except for the gold apparently, so that was fun. After I finished coloring in all the shapes, I took a regular pencil and added shadows underneath the shapes and lines and stuff, like so. For the space between the squiggly lines, I added some gray lines because I honestly didn't know what to put there. I have created a drawing, and now it is time for my friend to finish it. We're back, and this is what they did, and I am freaking in love with it. There's little demons everywhere. I signed and dated my half to follow my rule and added the date they finished. Also, to follow my rule, I added a star to the line art. Bringing in some extra pieces of paper, I'm going to protect the shared drawing with a nice layer of Mod Podge like I usually do. And now it's time to stick it in the book. Cut off the excess on the edges, and voila! I am very happy with this page, and I like the sort of yin-yang style the drawing has. And thank you to me best friendo for completing my drawing. The next page I'm going to complete says to create color combinations. Play around with different color combinations, group colors to see how they look together. Make note of your favorites. Slipping pieces of paper behind these pages to protect the rest of the book from the mess I may create with these watercolor pencils that I have had for ages. I used to experiment with makeup looks with these, which is why the tip of this pencil is like that. But anyway, I'm just going to color the entire page with this pencil so I can add water to it and make the page gray as a background for my color combinations. It became very clear to me after I wet the pencil that these didn't work like I thought they did, and I put a little too much water on the right page. After I'd finished that, I removed the paper and let it dry completely and moved on to making my colors. I thought that the best way to do this was with paint because then I could actually mix the colors I wanted instead of limiting myself to what my markers or colored pencils had. I then took a palette knife and dipped it into the paint and did the palette knife paint swatch thing. I don't know. Then I mixed up way too much of this turquoisey color and put it on the paper. Then I realized I didn't like the way I did this, so restart. In honor of my new channel theme, I mixed up the 4 colors, which are a dark gray, deep turquoisey, a deep pink purpley color, and a light gray. Moving on to the next set of colors, I used the 3 main colors that are in my bathroom, which are gray, orange, although it looks a little more reddish, and a light yellow. Instead of mixing up more colors, I instead used the abundance of colors I had mixed up to make more colors because otherwise all of this paint would go to waste and that ain't happening. So I went and made 2 more color combinations on this half sheet. Along with the other half sheet, I brought out pre-mixed colors, which are colors that I had already mixed for previous videos. Might as well use these now before they dry out. Using these colors, I finished the final 2 color combinations. Now that we have all of the parts for this page, I'm going to cut out each of the color combinations so that I can stick them in the book. I took some glue and applied it to the back of each color combination, then proceeded to stick them in the book. Instead of throwing away this little mess up, I cut it out and stuck it next to the prompt. All of these color schemes needed a name, so I gave them all one, and I added stars at the beginning and ending of the name to follow my rule of adding a star to every page. The prompt said to make note of your favorites, so I highlighted my 2 favorite combinations with an orange highlighter, signed and dated it, and the page is complete. This page is not my favorite of the 3 that I completed today, but I still like it, and I'm probably going to use these color schemes at some point because I actually really like some of them. The final page of this video is to create a page for stickers. Place stickers all over this page. For this page, I brought in another piece of paper because I'm going to be using a material that tends to bleed and I don't want my other pages to get ruined. I sketched out a blob shape with more blobs around the edges, then proceeded to outline said blob with my thick fine liner, which is really satisfying to watch. Then I went around and added some line variation by making some of the lines thicker and adding a sort of 3D effect to the blobs, which I really enjoyed doing and loved the look of. It just adds a little something to the outline. The stickers that I will be using were actually given to me by a fan. My cousin recently came over with his daughter, who gave me these stickers along with a fan art with rainbow on it. Hello! And I'm also going to be using these 2 stickers that my friend gave to me. These stickers did not want to come out, so I broke them out instead and arranged them on the blob in a very particular way. I'm getting fancy. Then I proceeded to color the first section with my Ohuhu markers. The style that I was going for with this page was very flowy, and I did the same sort of line variation technique I did with the line art for the color, then stuck the sticker on top of it. Next, I did the blob blue for the blue star, then started to work on the section where the purple cloud goes. The colors that are in the outline of the shape are the colors that I pulled from the design on each sticker. I wanted each section to be specific to the sticker so that all together they look like one massive blob that had different colors spread throughout it. I am very happy with this purple section because it's just so crispy. To complete this section, I then placed down the purple cloud sticker. And now to repeat the process. And here is the completed page. I am super happy with the way this one turned out, and I think I'm going to start experimenting with that style a little more. But unfortunately, that is all we have time for today. I love making these videos, and I really want to try and make more of these. But I will see you next time, and I hope you have a fantabulous rest of your day. Bye!